would like to maybe, and my audience would probably want to know, like, how much of these decisions are influenced by body shaming or the societal expectations of the beauty standards today?
Well, body shaming plays a big role.
Yeah.
Big role.
Yeah.
I want to give an example. When I was schooling, sorry to say, there was one of us actually who was my friend. Maybe they are in this life who was a bit slim, and so they were being called "Unataka mapanga."
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah. So there are some comments that someone can make, and
That's
then
mean.
yeah, very mean.
That's very mean. How do you
And
say that?
It
Okay.
can bring down your self-esteem in a great way. So, and then in the other way is maybe you have a sagging chest.
Yes.
Because as you age, maybe your breast would sag and something of the sort. So you might be a victim of body shaming.
Yes.
Again. Number 3 is we have always been talking about Kikuyus.
Yes.
That Kikuyus, actually someone will look at you and tell you don't look like a Kikuyu. I don't know whether you have ever been told that. Yeah. But you don't.
Kikuyus look good. I do not know where they get it from. I mean, how bad do I look right now? And those who have seen my previous video, I am a Kikuyu. At least msiingilie sana, msituingilie.
So you will tell someone when you're introducing yourself as a lady, and then they hear you mention Wangai or Imo, whatever name, and then they are like, you are a cute kid, but you don't look like one. But it's good to mention that it's good to take care of yourself, take care of your body, how you look, how you present your body is your responsibility.
Yes.
So that's why we're here. That's one of the solutions that we are offering. So the reason why people choose to do that, like an example, I'll be explaining maybe later. There's a section of that. You might have a lot of belly fat that could even be making it hard to show maybe some of your curves. You get? What if you want to be a model? Like nowadays, model business is quite lucrative.
And today, even if you're a plus size person, you want to also still have that look. Yes, you are plus size, but you also want to feel like a model, even if you don't necessarily look like a traditional model. Today we have plus size models, and that's a very positive things to have in the world, because again, we are all about inclusivity. Because if all people are not included in the realm of beauty, because we are all beautiful in so many ways, and if we all look the same, then there would be nothing to actually look at. Okay, there would be nothing to actually admire about the world, because we all look uniform, like the way we looked in school. I mean, it's the same thing day in, day out.
Sure. Modification, actually, I would say the responsible part of beauty is do not modify to look like someone.
Yeah.
Just modify so that you are able to just be yourself. I love that bit of being yourself.
Is this modification always about how someone looks, or there is something else at play?
It's not only about how you look, it's how you feel. How do you feel with your body? Are you confident when you're walking? Number 1. Number 2 is because we also have an aspect of skin, as I mentioned. Does your skin, does it affect how, have you ever been in a situation where you feel your skin is so dry, or it has a lot of lashes? I know some of it is because of skin infection, but some of it could also be because of a lot of exposure to sunlight. It may be even because of use of a lot of lotions that are reacting to your body, such like things. So the modification, as we would say, or the transformation, not only about how you look. It's also about how you feel with your body when you're moving around. Yes.
So what are some of the mental or emotional things that the men go through before making a decision for any sort of procedure? In your experience, what's the emotion and the mental state behind the decisions that most women make?
Pressure, body shaming is traumatic.
Yeah.
Traumatic. I would say even myself, I'm physically disadvantaged by height.
As you can tell, I'm actually slightly taller than him. And we do have a lot of decisions, but there are things you cannot change about yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you are a victim of body shaming, I will tell you it's traumatic. It will really lower your self-esteem. And some of it, it's beyond your control. It's even beyond what technology can even maybe offer.
Yeah.
It's all about now how you pick it up. So that's one of the things that I've experienced with people. Maybe everyone is calling you, you look flat.
Yeah.
Maybe someone is saying you look like you're irresponsible with how you eat and everything. You get. So the major thing is about trauma. That is the emotional bit of it.
Yeah.
But also the other thing is about maybe what if you are in a job that requires you to keep a certain shape. That requires you to keep a certain,
like air hostesses and of course modeling for those who are into it, so those who are in media they require you to have a certain image, and of course there is that decision behind it, and there are so many routes you can go around your health, and it is important to consider that you don't have to pick between beauty and health. You can have both. in this world, in this years, we have developed a lot of technologies, and you really do not have to choose between the beauty and your health. So I'd like to maybe know one thing. What are the steps we can start to take to maybe start changing the narrative around the flaws we have and how different we appear as people?
Maybe even before I come to that question, what has trying to modify led to? Unfortunate to mention is that this world, anything is available.
Yes.
So there are a lot of underground, okay, not underground, but things that are not sold over the counter, or something would come out to talk about that people pursue. So you meet there are cheap, maybe drugs that people could even go to use. Maybe you want to boost your size, or you even want to reduce your tummy, or the belly fat, I mean, or you even want to maybe improve your skin tone. So what do people do? You are applying a lot of chemicals in your face, in your skin, that you do not know what is this all about. So those are some of the consequences of what people have done and because of societal expectations. It is what has led people into. Now, moving to your question, you asked about what are they?
What are the steps we can start to take towards changing the narrative on how to fix the flaws and the societal expectation of people?
So, number one, do your research. If you have been a victim of body shaming, or you want to keep fit, don't just go and pick on anything that you meet. Number one, it's an individual responsibility, I would say, before we even move to the community. Because so when I tell you you look flat, what control do you have?
Absolutely none.
There is no control that you have. That is how we are created, and as we said, you need to be, we are all different. That's why the world looks the way it is. So number one is boosting your confidence by appreciating yourself by who you are. Maybe you are not a plus size, but you are uniquely different in a different way. Maybe you are even plus size, but there is something unique about you. That's what we need to appreciate as individuals. Like for me, when people are saying I am short, I think I've always challenged everyone that I think I am bright. In as much as I'm not in terms of height, I mean, my brain is not that short. And it's something that you create within your mind.
Being short physically doesn't mean you're short of anything else. You are as everybody else is. And being tall does not, and vice versa, being tall does not mean more or better or anything. No, it doesn't. It's the appearance, and it's how we perceive it as each individual. So
the next thing maybe I would add is, so after you have had your own confidence about yourself, is to check, is there anything that is within my control? So let's say, like an example, you are a plus size. You want to keep fit. I mean, you do not want to be going around having to, like, how do I mention it? Una hema. You're
having heart problems, breathing problems. You basically are not contributing to your own other health downfalls.
Every day, clothes are not like you have to look for a different clothes, and you have to give them out. So you now start looking at, is there anything that I can do about this?
But for women, I feel like women in so many ways our body changes, and sometimes we are not even in control of it. There's a lot of ways that go into a woman gaining or losing, or body shape changing and all that. There's a lot that goes into it, and today I may fit into a very beautiful dress, and in the next few months I probably won't fit into it. And it's not like I am unhealthy. I probably have other, maybe I am a mom, like for example most people here are, maybe last year a dress I fit into, after today, after this episode or season of my life where I gave birth to a child and all that, going back to that that season when I didn't have that, when there were not so many hormonal changes involved, when there were not that much changes. There are so many things that we cannot change. And while I and many people, I am a very good person in terms of following a diet or exercise regimen or any of these things, I can't avoid the changes.
So we cannot avoid the change. And definitely, without change, then you're not growing.
Exactly.
You cannot control, unless you say you don't want to give birth for the rest of your life, or you do not, even before we go to giving birth. So you are in an office, you are someone who works somewhere, maybe in an office, or you in whichever field you are working, you could add weight because of different factors, because of diet, number two, because of even a lot of workload that is, or whatever you're dealing with.
Maybe stress.
It can cause you to increase weight. It can cause you to reduce weight in a different, in a great way. So it's all about, so what is in control? And let me mention something, that what we do here is a collaborative aspect. It is not a replacement. It is a collaborative aspect.
I love to hear that, because again, while I may decide to have this particular procedure, it is my own responsibility to maintain it even after I have taken it, whether it's surgical or non-surgical, whichever procedure you choose to have. elsewhere or here, or if you're already taking one for yourself, it is a very personal responsibility to take care of your health, take care of your body, of your physical and mental and emotional health. Because again, if something goes wrong in that procedure that you took, there is a lot of things that can go into it. Because if today I am told drink a lot of water before a procedure, which I believe one must, right? And then I go and then I start lacking that discipline to maintain a good water intake, I will have to pay for that.
Sure.
And probably in a worse way than I would have
Expensive.
if I didn't have any procedures done on myself. Wow, that's really insightful.
So when you give birth, like an example, as you mentioned, now we want to go back to that. After that, what is your responsibility in making sure that in the new body shape that you are in, or body size that you are in, that you remain, fit?
Engaging your body physically, of course, proper eating habits, and maybe ensuring that you're up and about, not.
So I know as a corporate person, or even when you're doing, I know your audience is varied, even when you're in the other jobs, and maybe sometimes you are not able to keep up to a certain routine of exercising. So what would happen is, what now we are talking about, you would meet, maybe you have accumulated a lot of fat, number one, or maybe even depending on where you are, maybe you'll see your skin has changed to, because of the water maybe you are intaking or whatever lotions that you are doing. So that is what I meant. You need to, your responsibility is in as much as you have a lot of things you cannot control, also check at what you can control. That's why
much of what you look like, it's possible, it is what you are taking in. It is what you eat, it is what you put into your body, and in turn how you are active as a person and how you take care of your body physically. So yeah, I feel like most of us tend to forget. And while not just forgetting is involved, delivery, or rather giving birth to a child, is a journey that most women go through, but there are those who don't, but they still face the same problem. So again, it's while there's a lot of I'd say, what are they called? There are people who say they have genes, maybe it's genetic for them to look big. I can promise you that for me, it is not even natural to be slim. Even before delivering, it wasn't natural. It was very much how physical, how active I was. It was very much what I ate and how I ate it. It's personally, I'm not one of those things who can claim genetics play a role into how I look. I am not that. Even as you can see, even right now, even after giving birth, bouncing back to the natural fit and of course lack no extra fat and anything. That was not exactly how I looked before this. So again, it's a different journey for each and every single person. And maybe we can go into understanding what inspired you to open the Jaros Beauty Hub.
So I'm someone who really do a lot of research in technology. Number two, I think I found passion in beauty and the fashion industry. I wanted to have a place where you can walk in and you have all services in one roof. We are not yet there, but we are looking into that. Number three, I wanted to be responsible with what I do or what we offer to our clients. So we started with clothing. Clothing, we have been there for quite a while, more than a year. And then after that, we noticed that a lot of customers are asking for different things. In our market research, we could see a lot of needs, and that is where we thought. So there is this aspect of a customer will come and tell you, I'm looking for a certain type of clothes. They will try to fit, and maybe you see they have a lot of fat that has accumulated at the back,
extra fat.
Or by the way, one of the things that we face in clothing is someone who clothes looks very nice, but they have a lot of belly fat.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and they would be like, I can't take it.
Yeah.
So we were like,
and it also plays a role into how that person feels after that.
Imagine you have a function. We have brought you a set of clothes, and then when you are here, it's only with the size that you need to wear. We have given you that size. But it is one part that it can't fit you. We don't mean that you
know your size, but when you go to fit into that particular size, it doesn't actually fit.
So it demands you to wear maybe 2 sizes bigger. Or you come and you're very slender, and you don't have like a cloth that can fit you. So that was one aspect. Number two is, in my daily life, I have met people who even say their legs can't support their body.
Oh dear.
You get, because
their legs can't support their body.
Because maybe you have I don't know the best word to use, but downwards.
You are
Small.
Oh, you're small.
Small.
Oh, from waist down, your lower body
Is very small.
Is small.
Yes. But upwards, you are a little bit bigger.
The upper body is bigger.
Yeah. Or you meet someone who even has legs that maybe are bigger. We have experienced that is a bit common. So I was like, okay. I saw there is like for me, when everyone has been mentioning about height, I saw something that a certain company I wouldn't mention has come up with some drugs you can take, and it adds maybe 2 inch up. And then I was like, well, that will affect my bone structure. Yeah, it will affect my bone structure. So that is invasive. I thought I would not pursue that. And then I think I've developed that thickness. Even if you tell me I'm short, I mean, that's not something that bothers me a lot. But for women and even for men, but our technology is not only for women alone, especially this technology of tummy trimming and the skin. That's not for women alone.
Which actually brings up to us to our next questions. What kind of services do you offer at Jaro's Beauty Hub, and especially other than fashion area, which basically the fashion sense is there and it's very good. What services do you offer, and what sort of procedures will people come to you seeking, and is it affordable?
Yeah. I will start by saying we are not a hospital. We are not a medical. We don't do medical procedures. We are a beauty procedure, cosmetic beauty. So I'll start with the first one. Is on skincare. Skincare is all for, when I mention about skincare, is your face. I'll talk about maybe from here upwards, the back, and then we have the legs from the thighs downwards, and even the hands. So that is skincare. We want your face to be more, to be smooth, to be alive, to be radiant, just boosting your skin tone. And maybe there are some what would I mention? Because it's not infection, but you know, the skin can have a lot of not the growth that we know that is removed from hospital, but there are a lot of things that bring to your skin. So some of those things are the ones that we deal with using LED technology. So LED is where we subject your skin into different wavelength. So you come, we assess how is your skin, and then we're able to put you into our LED dome. That number one will take you through a serum. We'll apply serum to you. We'll do some massage. The first thing, like now for you, I see you are a fan of makeup when you come.
No, sometimes.
Yeah, we will remove your makeup. Number two, we will check whether you have been through scrub. Scrubbing is good. It removes excess skin peeling. So the dead skin actually. So when you come here, if you have done scrubbing, we'll tell you to take maybe like 7 days before you come and to assess our services. Number two, you must be very hydrated. So that is the aspect of skincare therapy using LED
so
technology.
may people carry your gallons of water, drink them. Don't just carry them, drink them. Today everybody has a water bottle, but 80% of those people aren't taking any water
you
from those water bottles. You pour it. So drink and add some more and keep taking that water. It's very important for you. It also a health cleanse, whatever it is that is on your tummy that could actually lead to this fat, I don't know, could alter the process of fat burning, or the thing that we always say, your metabolism could interfere with any of those things, and especially if you're not keeping hydrated, right?
So that is skin therapy. Number two, when we go to tummy trimming, so or belly fat reduction. When someone calls us, we will advise you, even before you come, please keep hydrated. And when you get here, when we now have agreed that you're going to go through the procedure, we give you a bottle of water. That is the first thing. So before we even go to inside our cubicles to do the procedure, that you have you have taken water. Number two is that our technology is non-surgical and non-invasive. So when we go to tummy trimming,
so no scars,
no
cuttings.
No, that one there is now nothing. So, and we don't give you drugs. So let me mention a bit about tummy trimming. There are different technologies which I have not come here to dismiss. That I would say those technologies are good. They work differently for different people. So for us, what technology we offer to people is when you have like an example, what if you take drugs to reduce your weight? And where you want to deal with your weight is only your belly fat. So what will happen is that it will reduce fat on all sides of all places in your body. So you'll meet someone that had a very good shape but maybe had a big belly. The fat, then it means you start becoming slender throughout your body. You lose your shape.
Okay, first of all, I am one person who is almost allergic to medicine unless I really have to. Even when I am sick, I go to the hospital and I'm given medication. I am one of those people who gets better and forgets they have medicine, because it's not a good thing, and I know most people experience it. I personally do not like drugs of any kind.
You'll be shocked if I tell you now the percentage of people who use drugs to deal with their body. It's enormous.
But doesn't that affect the blood? Because again, I understand that when you take any oral or injected medicine, goes directly to your bloodstream.
All of it.
Oh my good
Yeah.
God.
So we have not come here to dismiss. You can go to hospital and you meet, they will give you drugs to deal with their weight, maybe at some point. So then there are the different form that is most recommended, maybe exercise. Then there is another shape, another type that people do is reposition. So reposition is of two types, and that is where we come in. So reposition is where you melt the fat of the specific part that you want to reduce the fat.
So allow me to understand. Liposuction, could that be the famous lipo that I have always heard people say talk about?
So, but lipo is of two types. There is the surgical and non-surgical. So for us, let me mention the surgical is where they melt your fat and then they will cut and remove
extract
they will extract it. But we have a different, like what for us we do is that we melt the fat using high pressure. We have equipments that do that. We subject your fat to high pressure. That is not painful at all, not painful at all. And then we have machines that will make the melted fat to come out in form of water as a sweat. As a sweat.
So you said you sweat the fat out.
Yes.
How long is that? Does that process?
It takes 1 hour. It takes 1 hour, but it is not all at once. But then that has been also another challenge because you go to maybe someone who is not responsible and subject you to long hours. For us, if we are doing maybe the belly fat, the maximum that we can do per session is 1 hour. And 1 hour is too much. It takes the recommended one is 30 minutes. So maybe we are dealing with the waistline. So we'll do the waistline 30 minutes, maybe at the upper part 30 minutes, and then you are done. Next time you come, will also be so we can do so for time trimming. It takes minimum of 5 sessions to 8 sessions, which you must do it at least every week, or do not take it more than 2 weeks. But then if you do more than intervals of 2 weeks, it will not be effective. So that is tummy trimming, and then not only tummy. I have mentioned it is excess fat. So maybe have you seen people who are sagging?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe because you lost a lot of weight, but you are. Your skin is still sagging, so we'll still work on that so that we reduce that. We still subject to the same technology. Maybe at the back, you've seen people who have a lot of fat at the back. We still use the same technology. For now, our beloved Kikuyus, you say that so what happens? By the way, it could only mean you need to work on your reduce
the waistline,
the excess fat in your waistline,
the abdominal area, the back.
Exactly.
The muffin tops. We call them muffins. Muffin tops. So maybe it's not like you're flat. You're practically not flat. But the area of your body that you probably need to focus on, whether it's your workout or it's a massage that, like here at Jaro's Beauty, it's to focus on your midsection and your back, so that once that extra fat has been eliminated by way of workout or sweating please do tell me before I forget, what is liquefying and how does it affect one when one has gone through it?
So when you go to the gym, you are given different weights to lift.
Yes.
So as you are lifting, you are stretching your muscles.
Yes.
So your weight, now your fat, what happens is that it starts to melt. That is the whole aspect about it. And then it will come out maybe in form of sweat. It will come out maybe in form of urine, or you see, you are going to remove it. So that is what we mean by liquefying. When you subject even cooking oil to heat, it melts.
True.
So this one, it is heat that cannot, of course, with an expert, we are trained on that. So we will subject it to different pressure that will maybe liquefy the fat, and then it will come out in form of sweat. Some of it you even meet that it's in form of urine or whichever means. But so that is what we mean by liquefying. It is the same procedure as going to the gym. But please note, I would want to disclose to mention to our clients.
Yes.
I do not mean when you come here that you will now not go to the gym. No, I do not mean when you come here that you will now eat irresponsibly. No. As I mentioned, we are collaborative. So what if it's the legs that are big? We subject it to the same thing. You get just to make sure that you feel fit. You keep fit. Your body does not have excess. So our advice is just that if you are in good medical condition, there's no reason why you shouldn't take you through our procedures. If you're interested, we are located in Kihunguro, Oroiro. We are at behind Charter House building. So when you come, Kihunguro is between bypass and Roiro around Thika Road. So there's a place, the Shell petrol station, that is where it's called Kimguro if you're using a matatu. But if you are driving, you can share with your pin, Jaro Complex. So you come, if you don't know where it is, we have office assistants who will come pick you and bring you here. So when you get here, we have already spoken call. We have told you to keep hydrated. We come here, we take you through an intake form. We tell you what is this technology about. We understand your needs. We give you a bottle of water as we prepare to get you the procedure done. Then the other thing is we recommend you book a session. You can do a walk-in. We have no problem.
There is a link, and there will be a link on even this live session where you can register, book a call, and they will reach out and give you the best advice you need at this particular time. It is a very sensitive topic, and especially for many, and those who are not comfortable maybe typing it in the comment section, please ensure to fill in that form and DM me, ask me questions. I will ensure to get them answered in the best way I can. So again, I invite you to visit Njaro's Beauty Hub, because this is where you are going to get maybe a massage after an intense week of workout. Like myself, I'm looking forward to that. I just recently gained my discipline. Yes, it is discipline. I lacked for a while, for a moment, or rather for a minute there. I lost my discipline for working out. And now that I have restored or come back to my workouts, I am getting very much sore muscles. And of course, even in workout, I'm not necessarily a beginner. So I do a lot of intense workouts, which in turn cause a lot of maybe discomfort, maybe in the abs or in the legs or even in the arms, because again, my arms also have been as big. And while I am also working to keep my breast intact, because like I said, I am one of the blessed ones who don't need to increase them, but I need to keep them healthy and firm. And again, massage is doing that thing for me. So I invite you again to write it in the comment section, fill out that form on the description on this and the previous video if that's what you're watching, and we will ensure to give you the best. Njaro's Beauty Hub will ensure to give you the best of what you need. So again, we are going to give you a tour of the place, just a small insight into what Njaro Beauty Hub looks like on the inside, what to expect, so that you come into a place with from a point of wisdom, not a point of ignorance. I like to say that a lot. Again, remember, you don't have to choose between beauty or being pretty to being healthy. You can have both.
And for all your fans who would say, for tummy trimming, we are giving 10% discount.
Wow, yay! You guys, if you do not get that hourglass, it's because you don't want it. So, and I know I want it personally. If you would like that tummy trimming or those things around your core area done for you, you're getting it at a discount. And if you can say if you fill that form, please ensure to say that you are from the episode of Tech Meets Beauty. And in that place, you're going to get your discount, and you're going to get that therapy, that massage, that transformation that you have said you want as your year goals from January to December. It's actually few weeks to the December. And some of us are looking to wear a bikini at the end of it all.
We are here for you. We are here for you.
Some of us are looking to wear a bikini. So if you feel you're not there yet, please visit Njaro's Beauty Hub, and we are going to ensure that you get the best services you can.